Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. It is Bruce Jordan, the Michael Jordan Hotels. Today we're going to talk about the rise of the black CEOs and why more companies are starting to bet on black. Let's go.
Charlie, you ever play roulette?
On occasion.
Well, let me give you a word of advice. Always bet on black.
It was prophesied that another Jordan will be born who will be greater than Michael Jordan, but he won't be the MJ of basketball. He will be the MJ of hotels.
Prophecy fulfilled. This episode was brought to you by the Hotel Revenue Bible, the #1 hotel revenue book that has ever been written. It includes revenue management, digital ads, social media marketing, sales, catering, F&B, and more. Grab your copy today at hotelrevenuebible.com. You know, I remember back in the 90s, back in the 80s, you would rarely see, any diversity when it came to like the sweet seat executives. But now we're starting to see that change more and more. We're still far from where we need to be, but we're starting to have a lot of companies that's willing to bet the house to see what a black CEO can do. And we're going to talk about today why they're starting to choose these CEOs. These CEOs, like, just take a look at some of these CEOs and the company they represent. Most importantly, the numbers. I think that the #1 quality that most black CEOs have is that they see things for what they are versus what they want them to be. For instance, this is a glass of water. Most people will see this as a glass half empty. Some people will see this as a glass half full. Black people, we see this as a glass with water in it, because that's what it is. If we want it full, we add more water. If we want it empty, we take the water out. That's what it is. We see things for what they are. And when you see things for what they are, that's when real change begins. There is no illusion or delusion. You can't have any results until you measure things properly. That's one skill set that most black CEOs have, is that they're going to take what is in front of them and they're going to work from there. #2 is that they have a lot to lose. They know that they don't have the privilege of making any mistakes. I remember there was this one store manager. He would go from store to store, and I think the guy destroyed like 3 or 4 stores before they let that dude go. Black people they usually don't have that option. It's usually a one or done for them, and if they're lucky, they may get a second chance. So they know that it's all or nothing, and they're gonna grind whatever they have to grind through, or walk away from whatever they have to walk away from, to make sure that either it's a great success or they gave it their best. So that's something that you got to remember when you're betting on a black CEO. #3 is going to be the talent. You really got to hire some really good talent as a black CEO. You can't just hire the regular run-of-the-mill employee, or you have to hire someone that you know that you can build up into something that's better than you. Because in order for you to be the best, you have to train the best or work with the best. So a lot of the politics are going to be eliminated, because at the end of the day, no one cares. They're not going to care about the politics. They're going to care about the result. And in some situations, if you're being hired not because of your skill set, but because, hey, it's the law, or whatever the case may be, they really need to pour into you. So a lot of black CEOs, they tend to pour into their employees a lot more and train them a lot more, unless they don't trust them, to get better results, because they don't have a choice. It's either all or nothing. So they have to make sure they train their staff the best of their ability, or get them the best training possible, so they can perform. When I go into hotels and I double their revenue, the first thing I do is I'm walking with the staff step by step. I'm right beside their side. Our worst case scenario, I see where the level is at, and try to get them the training that they need. I make phone calls. Hey, they're using this system, they're doing this. I need you to help them out, get them up to speed, show them what they got to do. Because at the end of the day, that employee is going to be a reflection of you. And you want to make sure that employee is given all the tools that they need to make sure they are successful, or they're going to get frustrated and quit. You know, that's just the deal. A lot of job walk-offs, you know, some of them are about money, but other ones are just not getting the tools that they need to complete their task. So, you know, these are one of the three main characteristics of why people or companies are starting to hire more Black CEOs or more Black management to make sure the job gets done. The last and final one is going to be the chaos. More Black people are used to dealing with chaos and controlling chaos and restoring order from chaos because of their environment or different situations that they had to go through. They're not used to always being in a perfect situation, but they have to make the best out of that situation, even though it's not perfect. So a lot of the CEOs that go into these companies, they know what they're getting themselves into when they're going into them, but they're used to it. So they're the calm in the storm. So yeah, you know, I'm really proud of a lot of the CEOs out there. They're took the challenge, because a lot of people would have never. A lot of people like, hey, that company's gonna go, it's doomed. They're gonna fail. There's no way that company's gonna recover. I'm taking my money out. And these CEOs came in and they did what they had to do to make sure that company was successful. So my hand goes out to them, and you're going to see a lot more changes in the future for sure. This is Bruce Jordan of Michael Jordan Hotels, signing out. Hey, what's going on? It's Bruce Jordan, the hotel revenue expert. I just want to take a quick second to thank you for watching this video. If you could just do us a big favor and just subscribe to the channel. We have a lot more videos like this, more information, great information about hotels. I'm also the author of the Hotel Revenue Bible. You can get that book on hotelrevenuebible.com. And we are here to answer all your questions. So if you have any questions, just shoot us a quick text at 321-321-2002. That's 321-321-2002. And you can book a revenue call. Go to hotelrevenuecall.com and we can answer any and all your questions. Just make an appointment with me. You'll do one-on-one with me. You'll be able to do one-on-one with me, and we could go ahead and get all your questions answered and see if you have any revenue issues that needs to be resolved. Talk to you soon. Thank you again. Hit that subscribe button. We really appreciate you.